What is going on YouTube? It is your boy S550 Dave, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, you guys, we got two mods to put on the car. Number one, we have shift paddles. We do have shift paddles that we're going to be putting on the car. I found the shift paddles on Facebook Marketplace. I was going to go for carbon fiber, but instead I settled and I got these right here. I don't know if you can see them. You probably can. Got these right here. Settled for red, which red isn't bad because red is my favorite color. And my interior lights, I normally run red, so I thought this would be a great spin-off. And number two, this box right here. I'm not gonna say what this is. I'm gonna just let y'all know that we have two mods going on the car today. Not today, well yeah, today, but this one is gonna take a couple days to get situated. But we have two mods. Not gonna say what this is yet. You guys will find out once we get back. Car wanna be loud today. Sheesh. Alright, so we made it to the car wash. Let's go ahead and step on out. And as you can see, she is dirty. Like, look at all the pollen that's on the rear louver. The pollen that's on the wing. Pollen. We can't have this. I also forgot to tell you, we do have to fix this. This is starting to come up. On this side is fine. But once you come over here, this side lifted up, right here. The bottom side lifted up, so we are gonna fix this. But before I fix it, I wanted to get it clean, so that's what we're gonna do, so yeah. All right, man, we're gonna take a brief intermission of the cleaning. Bro, look at this, bro. Look at my diffuser. Dog, what the fuck? Here's how it's supposed to be with the fin. Bro, there's no fin over here. I don't know how that happened. That is so crazy. I come back here to clean and I see it, that joint is clean off. That is crazy work. But it's cool though, because I'm gonna get a new rear valance and new diffuser, so fuck it. It is what it is, but god damn. All right, y'all boys, so we made it back to the crib. I did go to the second car wash to clean out the inside right here. As you can see, we cleaned out the inside. Got the parts over there that we're gonna install. But yeah, cleaned it out nonetheless. I'm about to run upstairs to get some tools, and I also gotta bring my groceries in the house. So yeah. All right, so we're back at the car. What we're first gonna start doing is the shift paddles. So for the shift paddles, they're right here. Pretty sure this is easy and simple. Should be easy and simple. Just 3M tape, and you put it on the back side. Should be simple. So yeah. All right, so first what we're gonna start off, with the upshift, the plus, the upshift. I don't fucking know, whatever you wanna fucking call it. With two sides. Don't know why, if I would just need one. I don't know. Let's go ahead and pull this bitch off though. Sure. Maybe. maybe wavy. Pretty sure it just sits. I don't know. Hopefully that's right. That looks about right. I mean, I don't think it's really no telling what's right and what's wrong. You feel me? Oh yeah. Put the 3M tape on the back side just like that. And then you want to peel it off and just stick it on there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you clean the surface. Whenever you're working with 3M tape, clean the surface just for a better stick. We cleaned the car, cleaned the inside of the car, so we know that is good. So we're just going to go ahead and chug along, you feel me? I guess it's just extra in case these fall off, maybe. I don't know. And that is the other side. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is simple. This mod is the simple mod. The next mod is gonna be the one that's gonna be time consuming. But yeah. I don't know why this 3M tape wants to come up. Just taking the 3M film that it comes on and just pressing it back down. Just like that. Why a light? Oh, I'm tripping. It's because I got the door open. Just want to hold that press down for a little minute. Shouldn't be that hard. Let's see though. And especially because I run red inside the car already, you know, with the ambient lights and then the premium lights. They're just like, fuck it, I'll just get red shift paddles. That's about right. Now you want to stick. There we go. All off of here. This is how it looks. Looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. But yeah, let's get to the headliner now. All right, so for starters, hold on. There we go. That's better. All right, so for starters, what you want to do is you want to pull this A-pillar off. So basically how you pull that off is, put it back. It was. It's going to be up there like this, and you just want to pry your hands inside on the left side and pop that off so it can become free. Then you want to take off this, and this is a T20 bit. Pretty sure I have them right here. It'd be better if I turn on the lights. No, I can't because the car is off. That's fine. T20 bit. Pretty sure I have it. These bitches aren't labeled. No! First try? You're the lucky one. Oh, shit. Bro, that was first try. I don't even know if y'all can see that. Hopefully I can zoom in and get that. Bro, T20 on the first try, bro. Get at me, bro. Know my tool name. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just like a charm, baby. Look at that shit, boy. Here's the screw right here. T20. And then with all this extra shit, or the visor shit, I'm just gonna put it up here. Then this right here, this one is gonna be the harder one, I feel like. Not that much harder. you just want to pry this off, this little plate right here. Oh, just like a charm. Then once you pry that plate off, there should be a little clip that you have to undo. Yeah, it's free. Still it's coming undone. Does it come this way? Oh, yeah, there you go. Alright, so that's free. That is free. But we end up breaking the clip.
Oh no! Oh no!
But pretty sure it's fine though. Because now we just unplug that. And that's how you remove your headliner out of your 2020 Ford Mustang. Alright, now we're gonna tackle this right here. This basically, you can just pull down. That's what YouTube say at least. If I fuck some shit up, y'all know not to do it. I hate this shit, bro. I'm so soft with shit. Fucking YouTube, they show them goddamn fucking He-Man and the shit off.
A few moments later. Much later. Much later.
All right, man, we finally got the dome light out. That shit was a pain in the ass to get it out these fucking brackets right here. That was fucking stupid, but we got it out. This is where you got to start unplugging some stuff, I'm pretty sure. I would recommend taking a picture of this. But yeah, just start unplugging stuff. I would recommend taking a picture, maybe labeling, I don't know. But yeah. Then after you unplug stuff right here, you got to do the same process that you did over here for this visor over there. And then after that, you got to move back to the pillars back there and pop those pillars out, and then the headliner should drop. So yeah, I get to y'all when I have everything disconnected right here and I have this disconnected. Pretty sure it's fine like this. When I take the headliner off, I just have to, you know, push it that way and do whatever with it. I don't know what the fuck I just did there. But yeah, just push it that way out of the way. Pull these cables off the actual headliner, because I'm pretty sure they are. And the cables will just stay right there. And, you know, in the time being, with the headliner out, we can just go ahead and push that back in there. I'm pretty sure the car is going to drone crazy without the headliner in, but it is what it is. So yeah, same process. Take that clip off right there. Just pry it off with a flathead. And then right here should be another T20. So yeah. All right, just like that. Like I said, got to get the clip that's right here in that hole. Then after that, you want to disconnect this from the actual visor. Then T20 right there. And just leave it right there. So now, what we have to do is we have to get in the back seat. So, it's crazy. First time being in the back seat of the whip. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, now that we're in the back seat, we have to pry this back right here. Damn, it's not even enough light. I think I can see. Pry this right here down, and it's going to be a T15 for this little hanger right here. Then what you want to do is you want to pop this off, and this is going to be a T50, I believe, which I do not have. I don't think so. I gotta check, but in that little box right there, I do not have a T50. So I may have to run out and get a T50, but it's fine, because after we do this, do that, do the same thing to that side, we gotta pry these pillars back, and then the whole headliner should drop. So very simple, very easy, so to speak, I would say. The hardest part is routing the actual starlights. And what I've seen most people do on YouTube for the Mustang is they would take off this panel because, damn, did I just drop the bit? I think I did. But they would take off this panel because this panel is connected to this headliner. So once you take this off, the panel, you should be able to pry that back. They would sit the actual lighting box right here, and they will run the cables all the way up through the pillar into the headliner this way. So it'd be all right. Yeah, we'll get this done. But yeah, like I said, pry this back, it exposed the T20, get the T20, pry this back, and there's a T50. So yeah. Oh my God. So man, we didn't have it. I checked all my tools. Did not have anything that big. So we are off to Harbor Freights to get a T50 bit. And I'm pretty sure I can't use a T50 bit for the screwdriver I was using. Pretty sure it just only comes with the ratcheting bit. But I may be wrong, but we'll see. But yeah, man, this how we trapping, man. We in a striker. So we were able to get it for $5. It's pretty cool. Got a whole set actually for $5. Can't beat that. But yeah, I was right. These are the ratcheting ones, so I'll have to run back in the house to get my ratchet. No biggie. But yeah, we got them. So let's finish this damn install, or not install, removal. Yeah. And look at that, back like we never fucking left. T50 bit, it should be, hopefully. Please be it. Yep, fits just like a fucking glove. Yep. Oh, it wasn't bad. I thought this shit was gonna be fucking He-Man fucking tight on this shit. But it ain't bad. As you can see, took out the T50. So now it's just sitting right there, and it's not going to come out because it has some type of gasket on it that's holding it down. So that's pretty good. So I guess we can just freely let that bitch hang right there. That'd be fine. And we're going to work on the other side. Before we move to the other side though, make sure you go ahead and pop this trim off, and then pop this trim off right here. And then after that, you can move on to popping this off. I didn't want to just do this, then swap over there to the other side, and then fucking have to come back over here and pop these trims. So yeah, pop the trims, pop this off, and then go to the other side and do it on the other side. All right, I'm gonna try to get this the best I can. So I pop this trim off, and you just gotta follow your hand all the way around. You see how it's loose right there? Just follow it all the way down here because it clips all the way over here. And then once you get to this back piece, it didn't have it. I mean, it has it on the pillar on the driver's side, but on the driver's side, it was already off. So once you get to the back here, as you can see right there, let's see. Damn, right there, that little piece right there. All you want to do is just twist that out. So I was able to get it out, but you know, you'll see it once you get back here. You just have to twist and to get it out of that little section right there, and now it is free. Now we're outside of the car, and we dropped the headliner a bit, but you just want to keep dropping it all across the board. You know, it's dropped in the back. You want to keep dropping it in the front. But one thing over here that you got to note is, I don't know why I closed that door. I should open it, because I don't know which way I'm gonna swing this bitch. And I also gotta roll down my windows. But one thing you should note is that you do have cables on here, and I'm pretty sure it's the cables from that shit right here. Does this just come out? You just want to pull them up. It'll be all right. Just pull them up. Nothing to hurt it. These right here, though, I gotta go on the other side. See what I'm gonna do about that. Because, quite frankly, I don't know. Maybe I should have disconnected the light. But I really didn't want to disconnect the light. But it's looking like I have to. I don't see why I would have to, though. I can't just force the light up here and just have it sit. I can't just force the light up here and just have it sit right here. Or is this shit connected to the bracket? Is that what it's trying to tell me? I don't know. I don't know. I think I got the bracket off. So now, you know, you just keep pulling all these tabs up. Damn. Bro, my recording skills is horrible. Yeah, you're just gonna pull these tabs up. Sorry when you're doing this shit yourself and you're the only one recording, though. Doing my best, though. Hopefully y'all boys can appreciate this shit. But yeah, just keep picking it up. Look at that. And the headliner drops with fucking ease. All right, so we got the headliner out of the car. So what you want to do is once you drop it and you see this piece at the front, once you drop it, you want to rotate it so this is facing your side and you can pull it out that way. That was the easiest. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess this is where the sunroof go, but since I don't have a sunroof, yeah, it's just like that. But it's fucking crazy how everything come together in here. Look at that shit. That shit just all botched. But yeah, man, nonetheless, we're gonna go ahead, close up the car and make it in the crib and start laying out that foundation. So yeah, catch you. All right, so I have the headliner in the house, and honestly, after today, I'm burnt out. I don't even feel like picking up the camera and recording the next process. But basically what I'm gonna do is, let me turn it around for you guys. All right, man, so it is currently 8:40, 9 o'clock-ish, and this is what we have so far. So we have our grid locks made, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. At the bottom, I'm thinking that I'm gonna cut it off right there. I don't think I'm gonna go all the way down. I think I'm gonna just cut it off right there because I think the bottom is like the very back. I feel like that is good right there. Nobody's gonna be looking that far to see how far my starlights go, but I think that is fine right there. I may correct myself and I may go the full way, but I just want to save myself some lights because this quadrant, when I was doing some, when I was counting the starlights, I have roughly 80 something right now. But I also have my girlfriend's name right here. And I don't know how many stars that's going to tax me. So yeah, we just going to see tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to get the actual thumbtacks so I could put the thumbtacks in there. And that'll give me a general idea of how many lights I have right now and if I need to work on my spacing. But for right now, we have our lines. This line, it's basically the center line, and I got the lights, like the circles. But what I'm doing is, this one is going to go to this quadrant, so whichever, how am I going to explain this? Damn, let me explain this right. So this one is going to this quadrant, meaning that the starlights that's riding up to this quadrant, this one will be put in, then this one will get put in with this quadrant, and so on, just like that. And I'm going to go just like that all the way down, and I'll probably do the same thing across. So yeah, we're making some headway. What is going on, you guys? So it's day 2 of this process, and as you can see where we left off, got my girlfriend's name in the headliner at the visor. We have our markings and our lines and everything. And so today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be poking holes, each hole around each letter for this, and then we're going to be poking holes for our center line right here for the stars. So I'll get back to you guys when I finish that process. Also, right here, I made a mistake yesterday for adding all of these what you want to call it, dots right here in this general area, because I do want to have S550 Dave right here. So we're going to trace that out, and how I traced that out is I bought these little letters from Target. They came in like a variety pack, so, and I just put it up there to where I want it, nice centered, and then I just trace around it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So this is what we have so far. I know I said I was gonna get with you guys once I did my girlfriend's name right there, and when I did S550 Dave, but I got into a mode and I just wanted to keep going. So number one, when you're doing this, if you're gonna have any type of design on your starlights, on your headliner, I would prefer, or I would do that first. So what I did was I did the S550 Dave, as you can see, and then I started laying off quadrant 3 and quadrant 1. So quadrant 3, what I did was I marked these. So basically this is quadrant 3, quadrant 3, quadrant 3, and so forth. So I counted those up, and then what I did was I split the D and half of the A with quadrant 3, and then the rest is going to go to 4. As you can see with the line that I made right there. Then same as that, quadrant 3, 3, 3, 3, just like that. And then for the S and the 5, what I did was I just circled, just a little dot of quadrant 3. And then what I did after that is I have 1,000 lights. So what I did was I divided 1,000 into 4, and that came up to 250. And what I did was I took 250 minus, I can't remember the fucking number, but minus the ones that's already taking up space, and I think it left me with, I want to say 150, 160, 169 left, as you can see, because I used 100 stars right here. So it left me with 169. I used 100 of the stars all right here, as you can see, and that's the marking, 69 left. So I had 169, and left over I have 69 stars to use. But yeah, that's what it looks like in quadrant 3. And I did the same thing for quadrant 1. As you can see, I have 110 stars left for quadrant 1. That's all 100 stars, but what I think that's all 100 stars, and then plus this line right there, I think it was like 32. So that's somewhat right. But I have 110 stars left right there, and then I have 69 stars right here. Oh my God. Oh, and another thing, when you're doing your headliner, do not use thumbtacks, bro, because these joints, they do not stick through the cloth. Let me show you. It's no thumbtack sticking out of the cloth. So the whole time I was doing that, I found out like midway that it was no thumbtack sticking out the headliner. So what I'm gonna have to do tomorrow is I'm gonna have to go get a longer needle so I can actually poke those holes, and you can see the holes on this side. But so far so good. I like the progress that I'm making. I would say I see why people charge so much to do these, because it's a very tedious job. I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's a very tedious job. The hard part really hasn't even begun. The hard part is going to be when I'm routing all the lights to the actual pinpoints, which is probably going to suck really bad. What's going on, guys, man? So it is day 3. As you can see, we got quadrant 1 done. We need quadrant 2, got quadrant 3, and got quadrant 4. So I'm going to start on 4, and what I'm going to do for 4 is basically each of these thumbtacks, I'm going to draw like arrows, meaning that, that counts as one light. And once I do that, I'm going to tally up all of them. So basically, this is 1 light, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to do that all around the board. And then I'm going to subtract that from 250. And whatever I have left is going to be what I use for this whole side right here. So without further ado, let's go and get into it. You can see I finished marking up or counting up the lights that I'm already using for quadrant 4, and I believe it came up to be like 80 something lights. So I had 166 left over. I mean, you can do the math, but I had 166 lights left over after I tallied up how many lights was already being used for the half of the A, the V, the E, and the 5 and the 0. I tallied up how many of those is. So right now we have 100 stars right here. I have 66 left over. What I'm gonna do with this 66, I don't know. Like I said, over here I had 69 left, so I don't know if, you know, the leftovers is just gonna be for this quadrant or whatever. But yeah, I got 66 lights left over. This is 100, as you can see the tally marks. Looks pretty cool. So we finished with quadrant 4, and I don't think I stated this in the other recordings, but these you do want to take off your headliner. I don't know if I said that. Probably did, probably didn't. But you do want to take these off your headliners. You want to take this because this is the stuff that went right here. You know, you do want to take these off. And you want to take those little brown rectangle things off. You do want to take that off so you have a leveled, you know, platform, and you can put the stars, you know, where they would have been. All right, y'all boys, so we back from Target, as you can see, and we have the safety pins right here. But now what we will have to do is each and every individual thumbtack, we will have to use a safety pin to get it all the way through the headliner. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. It's gonna be a long ass process since I already have like what, fucking 500 maybe 500 already thumbtacks on here. So it's gonna be a long process, but without a doubt we're gonna knock this bitch out. All right guys, so repuncturing all the holes took me longer than I expected. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But we have them all plucked. Yeah, we have them all replucked. So this is what it's looking like. I may add a couple more stars to this area right here. But honestly, it looks good. It looks good the way it is. You know, nonetheless, we're going to get it done. So, yeah, stay tuned. Today is day 4, I think. Day 4 or day 3. Not sure. Day 4. Day 3. Day 4. Day 3. Day 4. Day 3. Nah, day 4. Day 4 of starlights. So, as you've seen from day 3, we poked all the holes, or re-poked all the holes. So now, all we have to do is focus on running these. So, I got some tape from the store because they didn't come pre-bundled, which sucks. So, damn, I'm out of breath. I was running. But what we're going to do is we're going to just tape it all up just like how they have it right here. And we're just going to do that all the way up until it's all nice and neat. Then we're going to start running it on here. So, yeah, I'll get back to you guys once I got this all taped up. So this is what I got so far of taping them up. And I'm going to finish, but I laid the actual starlights across the actual panel, and I came to the conclusion that how I was going to run them, they won't work. So what I was going to do is I was going to run the lights up the pillar in the back of the car into the headliner itself. So it was going to be coming in this way and going to where they terminate. But since the motor is so small and the light strands isn't really long enough, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually mount the box inside the actual headliner. So the box is probably gonna get mounted right here, and we're just gonna run them all the way that way, and whichever ones terminate to the front up there, they're gonna run along this side, come up to the side, and then they're gonna terminate to the front. Same as this, they're gonna run with the ones going to second quadrant, run, and then they're gonna terminate right here. Then same as this, instead of running them this way, they're probably gonna get ran at an angle, come back, and go up to the side and terminate there. And then they're gonna run at an angle, some gonna terminate already, and then these ones gonna run and then terminate right there. So that's the game plan. But yeah. All right, guys, so this is how we're looking. I got it elevated on a chair, on the two dining chairs. So that's what you want to do. You want to have it elevated. But I kind of started running quadrant 3, and as you can see, I got them running up this way, and I finished all of the O except for that side of the O. Started on E. I'm gonna finish up E, and then I'm gonna move my way this way, and then once I finish, I'm gonna come back. I finished this row 2, and then once I come back down this way, that's when I'm gonna start terminate to these over here. But yeah, so far it's going good. I would recommend, if you're gonna do this yourself, get a bigger safety pin, because this is the biggest safety pin I have that came in the Target little box thing, and it damn sure don't work. I have to stick the bobby pin in, and I gotta kind of like ream out the hole for the actual lights to even go in the hole, and then even still they're fighting me. But we're gonna keep chugging along. It's coming along nicely, so yeah. But this is what we got so far. Looking so far we got almost of quadrant 4 done. We just got to do the V, and we got to do a little bit of the A. But so far so good. This is how it looks under. Not even noticeable for real, unless you actually goddamn get on it. As you can see, got a couple strands right there that I need to cut, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. I did have a little issue over here. I don't know if you can see that on cam. You probably can. I had a little issue right here. I tried to use my drill bit, or I tried to use my drill to start drilling some of the holes, and yeah, that didn't turn out really good. The small drill bit that I had, it broke off, and yeah, it messed up the headliner just a tad bit, but nonetheless, we're still chugging along. This is how much we got done today. I may call it a quits today. The D is good, A is good. Fix this deep in the cloth a little bit, but you can still read it. V, you can read it. E, still got to work on it. I don't know what the
You a bad bitch, get your ass up, stand up, bend over, stop being lame, ho, show something. Bounce that ass, bop, bop, shot, bop, 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 shot, bop, bop, bop.
What is going on, y'all boys? So as y'all can see, headliner is in. Starlights was a success. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as always. Hey man, I got some fire shit coming for the channel, bro. Y'all just don't know, bro. Like, I want to tell y'all right now, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna drop it for next video. But I got some fire ass shit for the car and new equipment. So yeah, I'm happy to finally get that new equipment. But like I said, if you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.